Hi everyone, this is Sarah from the Pontiac Public Library, and today I'm going to show you how to use Overdrive, also known as Download Destination. Now, before we get started, make sure that you have your library card number and your PIN with you. If you don't have your number or if you don't have a card quite yet, you can give us a call at 248-758-3942, then press 0 to get to circulation, and the staff there will be able to help you. Once you have those two numbers, you can come to our website, which is pontiac.lib.mi.us, or you can look up Pontiac Public Library from Google or any other search engine that you like. But once you're on our website, you're going to come to the right of the screen and scroll down a little bit until you see this icon right here for Overdrive. You can also see what other resources that we have. These are some icons. But like I said, we're going to focus on Overdrive today. Once you select that, it's going to open up a brand new window for you. This is what Overdrive or Download Destination looks like. It gives you a lot of recommendations right on the front page. So you can look through those if you'd like, or if you're looking for something specific, you can go by subject, or you can just go through kids or teens if that's the age group that you're using. But there's also a special area for Kindle books only, which if you have a Kindle book, you can go through there. Or if you just want to look through all of the ebooks or the audiobooks or the videos, you can also do that through collections. But before you can check anything out or place anything on hold, you need to sign in, which you can do by selecting sign in right here. It's going to load a window with a drop-down menu with all of the libraries, and we're going to select Pontiac. Because that's the, you have to select the library that your card is from. So you would you can either select it or you can type it in. You just do that, and then you type in that long number on the back. Yeah, it's like 13 numbers, I think. And then you just type in your PIN number. And then once that's all done, you hit sign in, and now you'll be able to check out items or place items on hold as soon as the screen loads. So like I said before, there's ebooks and audiobooks and videos through Overdrive. You can get 6 items at once checked out, and you can place 10 items on hold, which we'll go into a little bit more detail in a minute as soon as the screen finishes loading. Wow, this is taking a little bit longer than normal. So here's the front the main menu with us logged in now. And you can see all the book recommendations that they have. And you may notice that the item will either say it's available for borrowing, or it might say wait list, which just means that other people have it checked out because there's only a certain number of items that can be checked out at once. But let's try searching first. So let's say you know exactly which book you're looking for. Now let's go with A Dog's Purpose. That's a good book. So you can just type it in, A Dog's, and look, it's the very first result. There's also other items, so if you're looking for, you know it's a dog something, it'll like try and fill it in for you, but let's just go with The Dog's Purpose. And then it's gonna load all of the items that have that title. So, and it looks like there's 9 for A Dog's Purpose. You can even narrow it down to available now if you don't want to like go through all of them that are checked out to somebody else. But once you get to the screen, you can see what type of item it is, which it's an audiobook or an ebook. And it'll also let you know which ones are available and which ones are not. So like this one says it's available, and like this one's saying wait list. So let's show you how to check out first, which it's the same for audiobooks, ebooks, and videos. It's just the length of time you can borrow it is different for items. So if you wanted to borrow the audiobook form, it's going to give you, it's going to like do this. It'll tell you it's the audiobook, and it'll give you 7, 14, or 21 days, and you can just hit borrow. And if you want the ebook, it's the same exact screen. See, it says ebook up here. So let's just borrow this one for 21 days. So it'll ask if you want to read it in your browser, if you want to download it. Whichever one is better, you can do whichever one is better for you. But let's say that you really wanted to read Bailey's story. You heard it was good. So then, but somebody else has it checked out. So you have to place a hold on it. So you just select place a hold, and it'll let you know what position you're in for this particular copy. So thankfully, I'm the first one, I'm gonna be the next one to check out this item on the one copy. So it's not gonna be that long of a wait. And it will send you an email to let you know when the item is ready to be checked out to you. And it even gives you other recommendations while you're waiting for this book. So now that you've got either items on your shelf or on hold, why don't we go see what that looks like as well. So you would go up to My Account. If you want to look at your loans, the things you checked out, you click that, or you can go to your holds. So let's see what the loans look like. And this will be where you can find your audiobooks, your ebooks, and your videos. And it does tell you how many items you can check out. Since I've already got 4 out right now, I can still check out 2 more. And it shows you everything that you have checked out right now as soon as the screen loads. But it also tells you how long you have the item for. So I have A Dog's Purpose or The Adventures of Sherlock or Crazy Rich Asians for 21 days. But this video I only have for 7. It is very nice that it does that for you. And you can, as you can see, the ebooks you can read in your browser or you can download it. Audiobooks you can also listen to your browser, and you can download them as an MP3 file if you'd like. But you can only watch videos in your browser. So let's see what reading an audiobook, an ebook in your browser looks like. And there are ways to customize what your item looks like. You can change it from it can either be light, dark, or sepia tone. Sepia tone is that brown one, and I'll show you in a second what it looks like. And it also has chapters, and it has bookmarks if you need one specific place bookmarked for future reading or something like that. And to get to the customization, you click the top area. And as you can see, these little lines here will give you your extra menu. So if you need to search for a specific area, you can do that. You can also go by chapters or, like I said, bookmarks, and you can change the reading settings. So if you need the words to be smaller or bigger, you can change that. So you've got bright, sepia tone, or dark. And you can also change the font as well. If you don't like Scholar, there's Legible, or there's, paperback, whichever is easiest for you to remember. And as you can see down here, it is counting the pages, so it'll tell you how far you are through the book. And you can, to navigate, and to get rid of this, you just click it again, and then to navigate, you just, you can either use the arrow icons down at the bottom, or you can actually click, and it'll just go through the whole book for you. And that's what an ebook looks like. Experiment, play around with all the, customization, see what you prefer. And for ebook, you would just you can listen in your browser. And it's going to have a very similar screen to what the ebook looked like, where it gives you the picture and it gives you all the options. But the difference is this one tells you how much longer the book is instead of how many pages. So that way you can say, hey, I've got, 12 hours left of this book or whatever. It looks like this one's almost 14 hours left. But same thing with the ebook. You can come up here and it'll give you your customization. You also got bookmarks. This is a timer in case you want to listen to it while you're falling asleep. This is if you want to change the speed of what you're listening to. But see, it's got chapters and bookmarks. And just like the ebooks, this has tips and secrets as well. And you would just push the play button and it'll play it for you. And then you can just exit out when you're all done. And it will remember where you've been too. So if you have to suddenly close, it's supposed to remember where you are. Now with the video, which again, you only get for 7 days, you can just open it up in a new window, and it's just like watching something on Netflix or Hulu where it's got the video playing for you. It also has, the picture icon and a little description of it, which if you scroll down, you'll see down here. It just takes a second for it to load. But it's got the play button, and it's got, you know, pause, and you can make the screen bigger if you want, by pressing that button. And then if you're done, you can just hit exit. And then exit again. Now, if you want to return any of these early, you can. You just hit the return button and it'll go away. If you, and you don't have to worry about anything being late. All of the electronic stuff is returned automatically, but it will renew if there's nobody else waiting for the item. So if you don't get a chance to read your book for a few days, like close to the return date, you don't have to worry about making sure it's returned on time. So let's look at our holds real quick. Good thing about the holds is that it also tells you what like place you are in line. So if it's like a really popular item, you can see, hey, I'm 10th in line, or I'm 15th in line, something like that. It also tells you when you placed it. So like, see, we just put Bailey's Story on hold and we're number 1 out of 1. So we should be the next ones to read it. But with Take a Hint, I'm 23rd in line. And this one actually gives you kind of a little estimation. It might take up to 6 months. If that's too long, you can always remove the hold, or if you think you might be, you know, like away from your computer at that time, you can suspend your holds as well. So like, say I don't know if I'll be able to do that, like if you, it's better for something like this where you might be getting it soon. So if you do that, you say I'm going to be away for, you know, however long, and it'll just suspend it, which means that you'll still have the item on hold. But if you come up next, people won't have to wait in line. And you can use that if you won't be able to read or watch or listen to the item. But if you don't, if you think you're going to be, you know, like this says until August 4th, if you think you'll be fine between then, you don't have to worry about that. And you can also edit the email if you're like, oh, I don't want to use that email, or if you typed it in wrong, you can also change that. And then there's wish lists also in your account, which are items that you'll want to listen to in the future, but not right now. So like, oh, I really want to listen to, oh, I want to read The Last Star by Rick Yancey, but I'm not in the mood to listen to read it right now. You can put it on your wish list. And then it'll also tell you if there's any available, and you can borrow. It looks like we can borrow this one if you really want to. Or if you don't want to quite yet, you don't have to. Rated titles are items that you've already rated. Recommendations are items that you have recommended your library to get personally, and it'll let you know, like, if there's something, you know, like if it's available or what's going on with it. Because you haven't recommended anything, so they don't have anything here. History shows you everything that you've checked out for a while. I've looked recently, and it goes back to like 2018 for me. And then of course there's settings, which are your general settings. So like if you don't want to like try and, you know, if you keep forgetting to change, you know, your borrow time from 21 days to just 7, like each time, you can go to settings and you can actually change that there. You can also automatically have your ebook, you can also have your ebook stuff automatically set to specific things. And I'll show you as soon as the screen loads. But yeah, that's going to be general settings. So like it's just the overall settings. Sorry about this. I don't know why it's taking so long. So yeah, see, ebooks, I already have it set to 21 days for those, and video, the longest that I can get. You can also, see, May 30th, 2018, but you can also turn that off if you don't really care. And there's also like audiences. So if you've got children that you don't want to read, you know, adult or mature adult stuff, you can make sure that it's juvenile only. And if you have a Kindle book, you can specifically ask just for Kindle books. But so like you can do dyslexic font or high contrast, whichever is easiest for you. And that is it with Overdrive or Download Destination. You can also download the app either in the Play Store or the Apple Store. You're going to look for download destination instead of Overdrive though, because that's what we use specifically. And it's just going to ask you to log in like you did before with this screen. And you can download items that you have checked out on the computer to that as well. You just have to make sure that you check them back in through the app instead of trying to come here. For some reason, it doesn't let you. But yeah, that's a brief overview of Overdrive. If you have any questions or if you're having any problems, like I said, you can give us a call at 248-758-3942. Press 0 to get to circulation, and the staff there should be able to help you with Overdrive or with your PIN or with anything else like that. You can also, as you've seen the ad for Libby, it's very similar to, I think it's the same thing as Download Destination, it's just more app friendly instead of it being like in your browser. But you can also look through that and see if that one's something that you would prefer to use instead of Overdrive. But yeah, thanks for listening. And yeah, if you have any other questions, like I said, please give us a call or send us an email. You can also find that on our website. And you have a nice day. Bye.